Hey YouTube, Super Sniper Skills. Just thought I'd do an update video on my Explorer duty belt here, and I'm kind of also going to make this a Explorer EDC also. So first off, I'll kind of start with more boring stuff. So my sunglasses that I wear are Wiley X Tactical, and yeah, these are the goggle ones. I guess I didn't press that side in all the way, but these are really good sunglasses. They can also be goggles there, and I just use them as sunglasses. I'm an explorer in the Central Valley in California, so there's certain times of the year with certain events and stuff where it's really dusty, so this little kind of goggle lenses really help to keep the dust out of my eyes. I've never had a problem with those. Next up, I have a notepad here. You never know when you gotta write stuff down, notes, stuff, names, who knows. And alligator clipped onto there, I keep comment cards in case stuff needs to be documented to put in my file, whether it be good or bad. And I have Tenko card and Miranda card, as well as all my notes from previous calls and events and stuff, so that helps sometimes. Maybe working an event, I can't remember something off the top of my head on how we did something the year before or a couple years before, and I'll check my notes, so that helps out a lot. Next up is I always have a pen. Never know when you gotta write tickets in your notes, whatever. I carry the Pilot G2 and the Zebra pen. Depending on which uniform I'm wearing, will depend on which one I kind of show with our Class A or more professional looking uniform. Keep the Zebra pen out, it looks more professional than the Pilot. If we're wearing our Class B, which is polos and BDUs, I'll just clip this to my polo. Both work great. So then I carry these Damascus, I think that's how you say it. They're leather gloves, and they're Kevlar lined, so they're stab and slash resistant. They have good dexterity. I can never say that word. So manipulating everything on my belt is not an issue. The only thing that it kind of interferes with is when I'm using my iPhone here, or the touchscreen on the laptops and the patrol cars. But other than that, I have no problem with these gloves. Don't interfere with searches. They give me a level of security when I'm searching vehicles and stuff, because with my department, when we do DUI checkpoints, the explorers like myself are the ones who search the vehicles when a vehicle is going to be impounded. So carry those. Like I said, I have the iPhone 3GS. I just haven't wanted to upgrade my phone before the plan runs up. So OtterBox is amazing. I am really rough on phones, and the OtterBox hasn't given me any problem. So this is probably the more interesting stuff, I guess. I carry 2 knives on me, and you'll see a lot of repetition in what I do. So my front left pocket, I carry this cheap little, I don't even know what brand it is. I got it in like a kit. Came with a whole bunch of knives, but it's real small, low profile. I've even carried this in my boot a couple times, and it's got the lock right there, so it's not the most secure, but it's a good little beater knife. Next knife I have. Next knife is the Smith & Wesson Extreme Ops. It's got a dual thumb stud, semi-serrated. It's my favorite knife I have. Really slim. Sometimes I forget I even have it in my pocket. There's been times I reached down for something and didn't feel this, and thought I had lost my knife. And when I looked down, I could see the top right there. So it's a really good knife, universal, does every job I need to do. And I carry this one in my front right pocket. For the most part, unless I'm wearing the duty belt with the holster. If I carry it with the holster, I'll either carry this in my back right pocket, if I'm in Class A, or in the little knife pocket that's kind of part way down my pants, I guess, or my BDU, my right BDU pocket. So that's that. And let's see, I have a earpiece for my headphones, earpiece for my radio. This thing does miracles. I can actually hear the radio when I'm working events with loudspeakers right next to me. Next up is my inner belt. It's the belt that actually helps hold your pants up, and this is what goes in between your belt loops. I just have a cheap Velcro one. I might start using this one, depending on how it fits with my duty belt. I haven't checked yet. No idea what brand it is, but it's kind of like a TDU style, so I might start using this. But I still like this because of how rigid it is. The belt isn't going to move like this one. You see how easy it flexes, and this one's real rigid. It keeps your gear right where you want it. Next up, I have keepers, and these just fasten your inner belt there to your duty belt, so you have your inner belt weaving in and out, or weaving in with your belt loops. Duty belt kind of just wraps around you, and is secured to your belt with keepers, or some belts have Velcro, so you can have a keeperless system. So I wish this one had Velcro, so I could kind of do have it Velcroed on and keepers. It just prevents any sag in your belt at all. So I'm a smaller guy, only got like a 34-inch waist, so cramming all my gear on here is a challenge. So first off, I have a Bianchi AccuMold duty belt. It's got the 2 buttons to release the belt, which I wish it had a third one just to make it more secure, but I just haven't bought the third one yet, or a buckle with the third one. Plan on going through the academy soon, so I'm leaving this area open right here for a magazine pouch. I just haven't got those yet because I bought everything else on my belt. My department does have duty belts for explorers, but when you're having to swap your belt in and out with everyone else, it kind of gets mixed up, and you can't get the same muscle memory because everyone has different preferences. On the left side, I have a drop-down taser holster, which is a thumb brake holster for the X26, and I just have a training taser because I'm only an explorer. I use this for competitions and training. I want to do everything I can to get more muscle memory on actually drawing the taser, aiming, everything I can do to make it more realistic is going to help me in the future, especially because I plan on trying to go through the academy within the next year. But that just has a single buckle there, secures to my leg, Velcro retention straps that you can adjust to put more retention on the taser once you've disengaged the thumb snap. So I kind of like it a little bit more secure, so I can just kind of push it in there and it's not just going to fall out. So it's got some retention other than the thumb snap. And also kind of messed with this because I am a shorter guy, just so it fits right where I want it in my hand. I have it set up to right when I reach down, my hand is right there on the taser. thumb fits right where it would disengage the thumb snap. So that's that. Next up, I have my baton holder. It is a Monotnock front draw, adjustable angle baton holder. And I know it's in basket weave. It's the only piece of basket weave gear I need to have switched over to nylon. But I was just given the holster, the baton carrier, from my dad, and that's what he had. So I went ahead and took it, put it on my belt. And I don't have the baton yet. I plan on getting one soon, but it works really good at holding my backup flashlight. And I'll get into that later. I can, keep it there when my primary light dies and I need to use my secondary, and I need to handcuff a suspect or something. I can go ahead and put my flashlight on my non-firearm side, so I don't have to do some weird switching around and stuff, and it keeps it right there. And with it angled like that, I can be standing there with the light in the suspect's eye, so he can't kind of focus on me exactly. He has to not have the best vision. So that's it. And normally I would have a 3-cell LED mag light right here in the standard ring holder, but I took it off because I just took a fishing trip at night and I was using it, so that's not on the belt right now. It's in my truck. I don't want to go get it, so it would sit right there. That's my primary light. I like the mag light because as an explorer I can't carry a baton or club or stick or anything that would kind of be primarily used as a weapon, because here in California it is prohibited by anyone to own a baton other than law enforcement, people in the academy, security guards, or security guards taking the baton training. And I think military might be able to get it in California also. But it's highly restricted, and I can't get one legally. So that's why that's empty, and I carry a mag light. Used as an impact weapon to keep a suspect back or whatever. I know an officer who didn't have time to put his mag light away, or his flashlight away, draw his baton, use it, and he just used the mag light as a baton, and it was really effective. Yeah, I don't really want to explain where I keep all the keepers here, because they kind of switch from time to time when I throw the belt on. But after the flashlight, or the mag light there, I have my radio holster, and it's a universal fit radio holder. You can adjust it for the size and stuff. It's got the snap over, so it fit right in there, and this bungee kind of holds it in there, and it works. I wish I had a swivel holster. I used to have a swivel holster, but it was basket weave. It didn't match my gear. So this is the only nylon holster, radio holder that I liked that the uniform shop I went to had. Only thing I carry in the small on my back is a glove pouch here, which I have gloves. You never know when you need them. Handling evidence, medical calls, really useful. Maybe I don't have time, or maybe I don't have those leather gloves over there on, which I generally have them with me 90% of the time, but there are a few times I don't. Like summer here, it gets 110 easy. So those are just too uncomfortable to wear. So I keep latex gloves with me. I also have a CPR barrier in there that I don't want to get to. But that's the only thing I keep in the small on my back. Right off to the side of it, I have a magazine pouch, which I carry. Gerber multi-tool. Never know when you need a multi-tool. I really like Gerber, so I just kind of went with Gerber. I've always used their gear for years and never failed me. And right behind my gun, is a Stinger, a Streamlight Stinger. I really don't like this light. It's only like 90 lumens. My mag light is about 140 lumens. So this is my backup light. I really hate when I have to use this. It's kind of last ditch knife, or last ditch flashlight. But it's good for searching cars, and it's good to have a backup, just in case the mag light does fail on me. And that's the reason why it's back here on the gun side. I really don't plan on having to use it, but it's good to have just in case. Then there's my holster. It is a Bianchi holster, just a thumb brake. Okay, so the holster is a Bianchi AccuMold holster, thumb brake. Before anyone says anything, this isn't a real firearm. It's a BB gun. See, little mag well. If I can see, slide won't move. It says right there, and you can't read, but it's a BB gun. You can tell by looking down the muzzle. It's a BB gun. I'm not going to put it on fire because it has CO2 in it and it will just make a loud sound. But it's safe to clear. It won't shoot. And the holster is for a Glock 22 full-size 40 caliber handgun. I really don't like this holster. I got it cheap though, so I use that on my belt. I want to get a Safariland level 3 holster, which I think is probably the best holster out there. I know a lot of guys like Blackhawk, but I know I don't know of any department in my area that carries or even allows you to carry a Blackhawk holster on duty. Maybe if you're in plain clothes, but as far as uniform carry, Safariland's the way to go. Just the most secure. So, but this is what I have for now. Just thumb brake, and it works. This is what I needed to do. Up front is I have a double cuff case, and first pair of cuffs I have are a pair of Peerless Model 700 handcuffs in black. I really like the look of black, and because only one of my partners has black handcuffs, which he just got, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks ago, it's really easy to find my cuffs versus those of the departments or some of my other partners. So hardly anyone has black cuffs. That makes those easy to find. My second pair of cuffs are these cheaper American Handcuff Company ones. I got them for free from my ex-boyfriend, so I can't complain. They work. Never know when you need to. I always want to have more gear. It gives me more options. Part of why I carry 2 flashlights, taser, baton, just more options. I'm just trying to get the most realistic training for when I go through the academy and become an officer. So also with the handcuffs, you need a handcuff key. Inside my handcuff case, I like to carry the tactical handcuff key is what it's called. It's basically a handcuff key with the clip, and just makes it you can clip it on your handcuff case like that, like I've seen officers do in your shirt pocket or any other pocket, just somewhere on your belt. I like to clip mine right there in the divider between the 2 pairs of cuffs. So that's what I got. And then very front, I have a silent key holder, which I have my backup keys, or backup handcuff key, in case that one falls or whatever. I really recommend the long handcuff key. It's easier to use. Normally I also put my truck keys and any department keys I might have on me. So that's my belt. Let me know what you guys like. Rate, comment, subscribe. And as always, be safe.